Hello, my name is Taylor. I live in New York, New York, and I'm a recent graduate of P90X. Before P90X, I would go to the gym and spend an outlandish amount of money because this is New York City. But I didn't know what I was doing in the gym. I was kind of making up my own routines, watching other guys, trying to do what they do. And I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. I was just, I had plateaued.
This is known as the plateau effect.
And I had always seen the P90X commercials, and there's just story after story, success after success. And it always says there at the bottom, results not typical. So you're kind of like, yeah, what if I'm one of those typical people? But it's just like 90 days, let's give this a shot. And it was not easy. I remember the first workout, day one, I could not make it through that thing. I had to stop halfway through. I felt like I was about to pass out. I actually made a note in my journal. I just wrote, wow. It's true how your body gets used to the workouts through that first month. When you take that rest week and you go into the second month, all new workouts, things your body is not used to, and you feel that burn all over again, and it is just wonderful. I could not do that 90 days ago. After you see that first little bit of change, it is just an incentive to keep going, not stop, dig even harder, and that's what I did. It can be a life changer, but you have to be ready to change your life. To dig in, trust the routines, trust the nutrition plan, and just go for it. And you're going to be so happy with your results. I know I am.
Incredible results like these are not achieved simply because of the incredible variety of the workouts, but also because they're designed around a system of phases. In the adaptive phase, your body gets an intense wake-up call as it adjusts to new routines, then transitions into a mastery phase as your muscle memory increases. This is followed by a lower intensity recovery phase, which is critical for preparing your body for the new challenges coming in the next adaptive phase. Stack 3 sets of these phases together and the results will blow you away.
I was this woman who was just depressed and fat and disgusting feeling, and I didn't want to do anything. I was that woman that you see on movies who just lays in bed, and I was afraid I was going to be that woman with 50 cats. I was so upset with my body that I got comfortable with it. I just decided that I was going to be that way and nothing was going to change it. I would always find an excuse to not work out. I would find reasons that I couldn't do it. I thought it was too hard, or I would do it and then I quit. I quit all the time. The moment that I realized that it was time for me to make the switch was when I looked at my baby girl and realized that she didn't need a mom who was out of shape. She didn't need a mom who wasn't confident in herself. I didn't want her to grow up to be not confident. And so I decided I had to make a change. If I hadn't found P90X, I would probably be miserable. P90X helped me get that confidence back and realize that I was somebody. I mean, I couldn't believe I had lost this much weight and I could look good again that quickly. It was amazing. It was just an amazing feeling. I know how you feel. I know that you feel like there's nothing you can do to change it. I know that you feel comfortable and you think that the life that you are living right now is the life that you're supposed to lead. And the thing is, you have to realize you have to get out of that comfort zone. You have to make that choice to get out, and it will be life-changing. I promise you that, because it's real. And if you make that commitment, it will happen for you too.
A lot of people make P90X a lifestyle, doing 2, 3, even more rounds. And after that, trust me, man, you won't even recognize yourself.
When I first started P90X, I was 370 pounds, and I approached food as something to look forward to. You know, I'd get up in the morning, I'd go to work, I'd work hard all day, I'd get home, sit on the couch, feel exhausted, and that food was my reward. I had lost a lot of hope I felt like I would be fat the rest of my life. But I had a real close friend that confronted me, and he asked me, was I afraid that another man would have to raise my kids? And that really hit me in the heart. And he got me thinking about, you know, what are all the reasons why I need to get healthy? So I made 2 lists. I wrote down the reasons to get healthy and the reasons not to get healthy. And when I got done with those lists and I looked at them, it was obvious to me that I was sacrificing all the things that I wanted in life for things that really didn't matter. When I first started P90X, I really struggled. At 370 pounds, I couldn't leave the ground, so I had to modify jumping jacks even. I would just march in place. But each time I did it, I noticed small little improvements. You know, maybe it was this one exercise I could do just 3 seconds longer, or maybe this position that I couldn't do before. So I focused on those small improvements. After my first round of P90X, I'd lost 66 pounds. I went from 370 to 304. I don't know if you've ever looked, but in the store, you can't find scales that go up to 370 pounds. In my second round of P90X, I again lost about 60 pounds, and that continued on my third round. So to date, I've lost a total of 180 pounds. I've completed 5 rounds of P90X and still bringing it every day. My family is extremely proud of me. They have been a huge support through my whole journey. And to think where we were a year and a half ago, you know, they were at a position when they were about to lose their dad, and to think about where we're at, it's overwhelming. Now that I've lost all this weight, I can't sit still. I'm trying to utilize every minute that I have. You know, one of the first questions people ask me about P90X is, how long is it? And I tell them it's an hour a day, and they're like, oh, it's an hour. I don't have an hour. But I don't think people realize if they sacrifice that 1 hour, in the remaining 23 hours, you can live 3 times as much life. Keep press and play, because you can and you will see the results.
If you want to get lean and ripped,
I feel unbelievable,
sexy and toned,
this is the greatest gift you can give yourself.
but you have a problem with workout videos, well, get over it and get ready to order P90X, the ultimate 90-day home fitness boot camp. There's 5 intense resistance routines, jump training, martial arts, core synergistics, advanced yoga, and more. And all you need to get started is a set of dumbbells, a pull-up bar, and the guts to get ripped in 90 days. Call now and get all 12 P90X DVDs for just 3 easy payments of $39.95. You'll also get the 3-phase nutrition plan, Tony's how-to tips, the P90X fitness guide, and the 90-day progress calendar, so you drop pounds of fat and sculpt lean, hard muscle. This offer is not available in stores, so order P90X right now and get the most out of the body you've got.
Hey everyone, it's Casey P coming to you from lovely Indiana, and I just wanted to share with you all my weight loss story. My transformation from a size 10-12 to a size 4. Back in high school and middle school and grade school, I was always a fit person. I was an athlete. I was on every team possible that my mom would allow me to be on. Fast forward, went to college, and over the course of the 4 years it took to get my degree, I put on roughly 60 pounds. I didn't look the way I liked to look. I didn't have the confidence. I was kind of sad. After college, I went to nursing school, and we had one of these machines that would tell you basically how healthy you are, how out of shape you are, and it said I was pre-hypertensive. I'm gonna be a nurse, you know, if I want my patients to believe that, you know, by diet and exercise, you can have good health or whatever. I mean, who's gonna believe that coming from an unfit, unhealthy nurse who obviously doesn't exercise?
It's not all jokes, folks. We're gonna get busy, trust me. Let's go 4, last one, down for 1. Get those elbows tight. Don't pick up your speed. Pull it in. kick. You're bending over a little bit too much, so get up taller. Here, that's better. Engage the stomach, the pelvis, the glutes.
Day by day and week by week, the workouts got easier, and just when they started getting easier, they switched them, and then they switched them back again because the muscle confusion, they switch it up. So you never hit a plateau, which is a good thing. Plateaus are bad. This will get your heart pumping. In 90 days, I lost 30 pounds. Yeah, 30 pounds. People that hadn't seen me in a few years were like, oh my God, Casey, you look amazing. If people are on the fence about getting P90X, come on. Once you get it, you'll be like, why did I wait so long? Why didn't somebody tell me? You will love the results.
And you'll also love the time and money you'll save by getting those results at home. All you need is a set of dumbbells or resistance bands, a pull-up bar, and about an hour a day.
I think a lot of folks who are flipping channels, looking at infomercials, they stop at the P90X infomercial because they see that maybe this is the first one that's actually real. And at this stage of the game too, P90X is such a word-of-mouth phenomenon. It's not just hoping that the before and after pictures that you see on the screen are real. These people are standing next to you. They're your brother or your sister or your boss or your best friend. P90X is happening to people in communities and cities all around the country. So it's just a matter of when you want to decide to step up.
Because I've watched the P90X infomercial more times than I can count over probably 3 or 4 or 5 years. Never once did I pull the trigger and commit to doing it. My kids, the word they used for me was fluffy. They thought that was funny. It bothered me. I was not proud of the way I looked. I just wasn't taking care of my body. I committed to doing P90X. I knew that if I could rise to that challenge, it would change me. It would transform me. And I was right.
Let's go.
P90X isn't just 90 days of kind of a fitness boot camp for your body. P90X is 90 days that really transforms the way you think about your body, the way you think about nutrition and fitness.
You think of everything.
I was weighing 255 pounds and I set a goal to lose 30 pounds. And I thought that was a high goal. Well, I'm down to 212 now. What did I learn? Well, I learned that I need to set a lot bigger goals. My friends that have seen me, they're blown away. A lot of them have said, I want to do what you're doing because I know you and you weren't like this for the last 10 years and now all of a sudden you are and it happened fast. What did you do? Well, I committed to P90X. That's what I did.